Welcome back to another episode of the Philly Fishing John. This one here is a bonus John. It's a follow-up video to when we did the install of the Humminbird Mega Live 2 and mounted that on the GeigerTec Mega Mount 2 pole. Now in that episode, we covered the installation, and then we got out on the water and did some on-the-water comparisons of the Humminbird Mega Live 2 and the Garmin LVS 34. We showed some Mega Live 2 configurations, and we hope that those were helpful. We covered things like persistence mode and where the trails follow your lure to help you more easily identify underneath the water which is your bait. And then we also talked about just gradually increasing the sensitivity, giving you a clearer picture, making your return from the sonar that much clearer. It really kind of shows that just small tweaks are enough when you're kind of trying to find the balance of a good picture versus maybe a not so good picture. And then we finished it all off with an on-the-water demo of the GeigerTec Mega Mount 2 pole and all of its features and functionality. And in this episode here, we show a little more bonus footage and explanation of how this GeigerTec Mega Mount 2 works, mounts, stows, deploys, all of the great features that really kind of make it a fantastic product, as well as how we ultimately ended up mounting the pole to the Cisco Fishing 90-degree Lund mount that goes in the Trac. We took a Cisco multi-mount 6-inch plate, mounted that to the top, and made all that go. That wasn't fully worked out in the last video. And to be honest, some important info hit the cutting room floor on that last video in order to shorten it for length. It hit about the 40+ minute mark, and that's about the threshold where people start to check out. I wanted to kind of make sure that I was keeping your attention, but I felt like there were some other important details that I kind of covered. So throwing that back in here, you're going to get that bonus footage now here, along with how that track gets installed right here on the boat. So now I'm fishing, and I'm having a good time. And now I want to get up and move spots. So what I do here is I can kind of move this out of the way, and I can pull this pin, and this whole pole can stow. And I don't know if you're getting that whole view there. I think you are, but here is a good parallel view of what that looks like. I'm very happy with that look too. So, one more important feature, which is why I think that this thing is dope. This John right here, this is it. Now, you get to where you're going, and it's the end of the day, and you don't want to pack up your whole boat, you don't want to undo all your stuff, you're going to pull into a dock slip. This is where this feature becomes super interesting. I'm going to press this button here again, and up and stowed. I can loosen this. I can pull this forward, make it more of a balancing act, tighten that bad boy down. But as you can see how that stands, that is centered, that is up, it's not hanging outside the boat. And right now, my forward-facing sonar is contained within the sides of the boat, within the gunnels. This is a major selling point. A lot of them don't do this. Almost all of them don't do this. But the ability to not just kick up, not just kick up this way, right? That's great in itself. I run between spots, but now it's the end of the day. I want to leave this bad boy mounted. This is where I sit back and go, all right, baby. Stowed up, changing 500, black going out. That's a home run. A quick follow-up to how I handled the GeigerTec Mega Mount 2 mounting. Before, I had this piece on here with one screw. It's one of these 1/4 by 1 inch that I had. So what I'm going to do is actually I ordered this 6-inch Cisco fishing system, and this is known as the multi-mount. So pay attention to that. I think normal Cisco tracking has the holes here and here, and not 4 in the middle like here and here. That matters because it's going to matter for how this mounts to this. Then we're going to slide this into the track itself, this into the track itself, and then mount the whole thing together. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how we do that. All right, paisans, this is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to work out this whole system. Cisco fishing system Trac. This is known, again, as the multi-mount. 4 center holes. I think the normal Trac system has holes there. That is going to line up. You can use generic stuff if you want, or another brand, but the problem is I want to ensure that this is going to line up perfectly, and as you can kind of see, it will. Now, I have to be super careful about the depth of this whole operation. It's not very thick. That plate and that plate's thick, but it's not 1 inch thick. So the screws we're going to use, stainless steel, they're oval, and they are 1/4 20 by 1 inch and 1/4 20 by 3/4 inch. Even I think the 1/2 inch will work. But for tonight's purposes, this is what I got. And I got these little bumpers underneath. So they're going to protect the rail or the gunnel of the boat. So I want to show you how we're going to line this up. We're going to get this dead center. We're going to take these 1/4 20 by 3/4 inch. Get these joins on there. Okay. Just get them started with the old Navigadonosaurus here. Okay. And, you know, it's nighttime, so fingers aren't exactly working 100%. So we're going to cheat. We're going to go straight to the tools. And these holes are meant to kind of go together. Again, Cisco Fishing Systems makes a kind of great product here. So everything is milled and machined out perfectly. I don't have to worry about that, about these not lining up. Now, the GeigerTec Mega Mount, not made by Cisco Fishing. So it was an assumption that I was making that they were going to line up. Wrong assumption. Cost me a couple days, but watch it. I ultimately end up with exactly what I want. Thought I was going to get away without this plate. So, give a crank. Give a crank. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, get in there. And this, John, right there. Now they're good and locked up. And that's what it looks like on the bottom. And I'm going to show you. Hopefully you're catching that well. These are shorter than the stopper, so hopefully we have no scratching of the boat. No bueno. Now, another important piece here is this Cisco Fishing System Trac comes with these little kind of headless screws. They're a little Allen wrench hole right there, right? These are kind of like a blunt screw with no head. Why? They go on the ends, man. Look at this. Look at this brilliance. Someone was using their noodle when they engineered this John. So, I don't know if anybody's noticed, I say so a lot. Trying to make a point. It's my segue. That's how I make my segues. I say so a lot. All right. Now let me show you this in action. This fits right in here. Look at that. Can't get past it. Can't get past it. This acts as a guardrail for this whole thing. You never have to worry about dumping this thing in the drink if you're fumbling, if you're catching some high seas, whatever the reason. So now you basically put the guardrail, this is like a stopper, on either end of this Cisco plate. This tracking here. Okay. Getting there, folks. All right. And this is what you got. Now, we're still not done because we want this thing to stay a dead center, right? And I got a little bit of the OCD. I don't know if you've got it, but I've got it. So I'm going to take some 1/4 20 by 1 inch joins, right? These screws right down the middle of the pipe. Get that one in. Get this one in. Now you can buy little thumb screws, something with a head that you can kind of turn easier, but this is what I got going on right here. It's free, it's available, it simplifies my whole setup. I'm gonna get that joint in there. Again with the OCD, folks. Gotta get it in the center. All right, it's in there. And let me give you a quick look-see. I'm gonna crank on it. I'm gonna crank on it. And that's it, down the center. Screwed into the tracking. Doesn't mar the tracking itself, it's in the groove. Smart design, clean design, centered about as much as you can. I'm never going to use these thumb things to take them off anyway, right? Because this whole bad boy is locked in. This thing's removable anyway. So if I'm going to dismount this thing, I'm either going to screw off the GeigerTec completely and leave this on the gunnel, maybe for travel, maybe for storage. This will get covered easy with the boat cover. Or if the whole thing's got to come off, it comes right off the gunnel. And that's the whole importance of these types of screw-on connectors. Very easy to work with. That's it. Paisans, tell me that ain't brilliant. And it looks nice. And here I am now with the pole, with the plate, and with the 90-degree Cisco fishing system Lund Trac mount. We're going to get this put on here, and then I'm going to give you a real close-up here to show you how this whole thing goes together in all practicality. I'm going to pick this up. We're going to get this put on here. We're going to, again, these go in, and when the red lines are up, you know you are in the track. We tighten these down, tighten these down. Good and tight. That thing is on there. Really, really tight. Then what I'm going to show you here is the whole action of it all, okay? Hold on to these cables so we don't lose them. I'm going to tuck them in here, all right? But in essence, we're going to pull this, push this pin, push this down. Locks into place. Pull this pin, let it swing down. Locks into place. And there we are. Hey, if you want to check out that first video where all this bonus footage came from, check it out right here. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming along for this continuation part. I hope this answered the question and that this will show you how to do it on yours. We'll catch you on the next one.